The issue, brothers and sisters, the issue is not only how we got into Iraq. The issue is how do we now get out of Iraq. And I want to say, because I just heard a gentleman ask the question a few minutes ago, I want to say for anybody in this room who doesn't know it, I voted for this war, and I was wrong. I take responsibility for that vote. It is not anyone else's responsibility. I accept responsibility for that. And the challenge today is not how do we achieve a military victory in Iraq. There will never be a military victory in Iraq. The question is how do we achieve a political solution that will actually bring peace? Escalation is not the answer. And all you have to do is listen to our own generals to know it's not the answer. The answer is for the Iraqi people and others in that part of the world to take responsibility for their own country. The best way for that to happen is for America to make clear that we're leaving Iraq, and the best way to make clear that we're leaving Iraq is to actually start leaving Iraq. This is why I've spoken out against an escalation of this war, and I've urged others to do the same. It's why Congress must step up now and stop this president from putting more troops in harm's way. If you're in Congress and you know that this war is going in the wrong direction, and you know that we should not escalate this war in Iraq, it is no longer okay to study your options and keep your own private counsel. Silence is betrayal. Speak out and stop this escalation now. You have the power, members of Congress, to prohibit this president from spending any money to escalate this war. Use that power. Use it now. Do not allow this president to make another mistake and escalate this war in Iraq. And I say to all of you, not just members of Congress, all of you who are here today, and the millions like us around the world who know that this is a mistake, your job is to reject the easy way of apathy and instead to choose the hard path, the path of action. Silence is betrayal. Speak out. Tell your elected leaders to block this misguided plan that's destined to cost us more money and, more important, more American lives. And you tell them, when they hear your voice, you tell them that the reward of courage is trust. And we desperately need trust in America today, in our leaders. If we change course in Iraq, we've at least taken the first step to helping restore America's moral leadership in the world. And make no mistake, America must lead. We are the preeminent power in the world today. We are the only potential stabilizing force in the world today. But as Dr. King himself said, power properly understood is nothing more than the ability to achieve purpose. Our purpose must be to restore America's leadership, moral leadership in the world. When we speak out about the ongoing genocide in Sudan and Darfur, when we speak out against thousands and thousands of children in Africa being born with AIDS, an entire new generation of children with AIDS. Why? Because their mother can't pay for a $4 dose of medicine. The United States of America is better than this. We're better than this. Our people are better than this. When we speak out against human rights abuses in China and other parts of the world, when we speak out not just about, Dr. Forbes, poverty in the United States of America, but poverty across the globe, half of our planet, 3 billion people live on $2 or less a day. The United States of America is better than this. Where is America? Where is the America that all of us believe in? Raw power alone, if anything has been proven over the last few years, is that raw power alone will not make you a leader. You have to actually have the moral authority to lead. If we want to lead, if we want to actually have the moral authority to lead, we cannot stand idly by and watch hundreds of thousands of people be slaughtered in Darfur, in Western Sudan. We cannot stand idly by and see thousands of children born with AIDS every single day in Africa. We cannot stand idly by and watch half the planet live on $2 or less a day. We are better than this. The United States of America is better than this. Our purpose has to be to ignite the revolution of values that Dr. King dreamed about, and to build a culture of responsibility. Our responsibility to speak out against unfairness and injustice, our responsibility to give voice to the millions in America who have no voice. It has to start now, right now. Don't think that your only obligation to this country is to pick the next politician that you're going to vote for and hope that that politician is going to go to Washington, D.C. and solve this country's problems and solve the world's problems. It is a fantasy. It will never happen. You have to take action. You have to take responsibility. It's exactly what Dr. King was talking about 40 years ago from this pulpit. It is not okay to stand idly by. Silence is betrayal. To solve these problems, we have got to counter apathy with action. We have to replace cynicism with service. We have to stop looking to others and start looking to ourselves. To solve these problems, we have to break the silence.